Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the AM Silver Bullet for January 19th. So the first thing we're going to do, obviously the Silver Bullet, Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator is turned on. You have bearish for value gaps, bullish for value gaps in blue, structure breaking for value gaps with the green on the left, and you got the swing points turned on, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we are going to turn on Asia, London, and Killzone. See, and we'll shrink this in and see where everything plots out. Okay, so Asia low has not been taken out. Asia high has been taken out. London low has not been taken out. London high has been taken out. Okay, kill zone is available. Okay, so all right, so Asia high is gone. London high is gone, and there we go. There's our liquidity left, right? You have nothing really higher than that for a long time. So that's where we're at right here. Okay, let's expand this like this, maybe this here. Okay, so we're gonna do candle by candle, see what we get here and what we can see. So we're kind of in the middle of the range or in between here, so we don't really know where we're targeting here. Gonna see that price, see if it's gonna continue making higher highs or if it's gonna continue making, if it's gonna start making lower lows. Auto wicks. Just tapped the New York Midnight Open and took out this liquidity here. See if it takes this, which would be great. Come on, just take it. Nope. Rejecting from the New York Midnight Open. All right, so we have a fair value gap here. We also have an inversion fair value gap right here. So we have to put this as an inversion right there. Okay. All right, so we're going to pause it right there for a second. If you had to pull our fib from high to low, okay. Optimal trade entry is down here, so we'd want to go a little bit lower if we can. Down in here, to touch in here for fair that, so we need one more, at least something, one more. But that's where we're at. Optimal trade entry and in these two PD arrays. So you get a little bit lower in there. There you go. Okay, I'll buy one there. Okay, so let's put our position on here. Aiming for 37.5, which is what I like to do, either 25 or 37.5. When I set my market orders, or my bracket orders rather, or my ATM strategy, depending if I'm using NinjaTrader or Quant Tower, I use 12.5 point stop loss on micros, minis rather, mini contracts. Scratch that. So I use 12.5 point stop loss and aim for 25, which is 2 to 1. Sometimes I'll take one off at 25 and have the second one at 37.5, and then I just kind of move it up and trail it as I go. But I always secure the first 500. And if I just go 2 to 1, I'll just get 1,000 and get out, which is what I really like to do. So let's move this stop loss down here to right here. And let's move this right here. Close enough. All right, and let's see how this plays out. Fair value gap right there. So let's put a fair value gap right there. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so let's see where we're at here. Move this to there, and let's move this to right here. Optimal trade entry is down here, so you need to get in down here if you're going to get in. Right around this fair value gap, we have an inversion right here. Gosh, I think it's actually a Reaper. Reaper fair value gap right here. Let's see if we can get down a little bit more into there. So we can get a candle to close down there would be great. Come on, close down by there, close down there. There we go. Okay. So I'll buy another contract in there. I'm going to move my stop up. Let's put our thing in here. Let's move this to, let's move this one rather. Let's move this to where we got in at. Right here. So there's still at 25 there. I'll keep that here. Oops. Come on, move you. There you go. Move that there. And we'll move our stop here. Okay. All right. So got another second entry in. Okay, now we go to break even, especially when you have two contracts. So we'll go here. Okay, and let's see what happens here. Oh, might get taken out. And there you go. All taken out right there. Okay, let's see how the rest of the hour goes. Let's see if it keeps going up. See if we get Killzone high taken out. And we do, right there. Okay, so your two silver bullet trade setups. Kind of choppy right here, right? So when we're consolidating, I like to use the fib and pull optimal trade entry and see if a fair value gap or inversion or any other kind of structure lines up and aim for recent highs, right? Obviously here we just took liquidity here, and I can say, hey, you took liquidity here, but you didn't pull the fib. No, I didn't pull the fib because I didn't really like this. This took out structure, but I didn't really like this long wick here. Didn't like this long wick here. Didn't really had a lot more failure swings here to take out, and I really want to see it aim for a liquidity. So if we're going down, I'm aiming for this. So I'm just seeing if we're going to hit it, and then go up. And we didn't. We took this out. We left it alone, left the liquidity there. So we're building liquidity down here. And so ideally, I was kind of waiting for it to take this out and then take the reversal up higher. So that's why I wasn't looking for shorts down here. So when this came down, you could have entered up here, but I don't see an entry here. But when the price did reject from the New York Midnight Open and came up, it gave us a fair value gap. We left in the back an inversion and came up, and then we had optimal trade entry in here, and that tells me that's a good entry to go long, especially when it rejects. That's when you enter in. Don't just put a limit there on some of these trades lately. I've been letting it reject, and then as soon as the candle closes, I enter and going up. Just really depends how I feel at the moment. So there's a lot of factors. I use another few indicators that I'm not showing right now that I use that I'll be showing you here in the next couple of weeks that I use, and that's why I use different entries. But right now, this is the entry right here. We got in, and then price didn't take out this high, so we have relatively equal highs here, and then it came back down. Well, we had a fair value gap. We pulled our fib again, optimal trade entry. Got in again for a second entry and still aiming for this high here. That's 25 and 37. I'll take that all day long. Got in, got $1,360 in profit. Now, could we have targeted up here and did our 3 PD array thing? Absolutely. But I'm just showing you the different ways that you can trade things. So how you manage your stop is your business. How I shoot for on my targets is my business. So if you guys want to trail it up, you can use the 3 PDA rule. But if you did that here, here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, so you'd be here anyway. Fourth one doesn't really count. This one doesn't, makes it higher, but it overlaps those. So you'd still be 1, 2, and 3. Here would be 3, so now you'd move it up to here. This would take out your entry, and you'd still be, right here. So you'd get your entry that way if you trailed it. Now, if you are one of those that move your stop too aggressively, this may have taken you out. These long wicks may have taken you out, but you got to just trust your instincts and trust that it's going to go take out the liquidity. Okay, and just kind of ride through it. The best thing you can do is tape read and do that. But those are your 2 silver bullet entries on Friday, January 19th, using the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator.